Storm crashes, strangers wash up. Calm anchor, roots take hold. Copper trails, knowledge spreads. Ocean evolution.
Imagine the ocean before maps, before compasses, waves bigger than houses, skies that swallow ships whole. Long before Vikings carved runes or Columbus chased gold, there were people who dared the deep. Not gods, not aliens, just sailors. Crews from far coasts, maybe cedar hulls creaking under square sails, maybe outriggers slicing Pacific swells. They weren't explorers on purpose. They were traders, fishermen, forced hands, deckhands chained to oars, dreaming of home. Then the storm hits, wind rips sails, water floods decks. The boat cracks, bodies tumble into black. A handful wash up, alive, battered, on a shore no one back home knew existed. Picture it, dawn light on sand, palms swaying. Indigenous eyes watch from the trees, warriors, families, curious, wary. The strangers stagger out, soaked, no weapons left, no common words, but hunger speaks first. They share fish, fire, a hand extended, a nod. The locals could kill him or take him in, maybe as captives at first, like any raid. But survival wins. The foreigners learn to hunt, trap, weave nets from local vines, and they give back what they know. How to square a stone block without cracking it. How to hammer copper cold, make it sing into tools. Muscle memory, not books. A quick demo. See? Grip like this, strike here. Years blur. Kids born, half stranger blood. The newcomers fade into stories. The ones from the sea, their tricks stick. Better quarries, tighter fits in walls. Locals tweak them, add feathers to carvings, gods to the mix. No big invasion, just quiet upgrades. One guy shows how to level ground for a platform. Another teaches sail knots, useless here, but maybe inspires bigger canoes later. They learn too. Maize grinding, star paths for seasons. Blended, mixed. No empire, just people folding into each other. And if they were slaves once, maybe. Deckhands, forced labor on old boats. But here, free. Or as free as anyone got. The storm didn't chain them, it broke the chain. Look around now. Those stepped mounds, warrior stones, copper bells. Why do they feel familiar? Not copies. Just humans doing human things. Nudged by strangers who never meant to stay. No artifacts scream proof. No coins, no scripts. Why would there be? Knowledge rode in heads, not crates. A shipwreck leaves splinters, not libraries. But the math? One boat every few centuries. 20 survivors, 50 locals. Ideas spread like fire. Small, sneaky, unstoppable. So yeah, before Vikings, before anyone discovered anything, the ocean was a highway. Storms were teachers. Survivors weren't conquerors, they were gifts. Or accidents, or both. The Americas weren't empty, they were waiting. And when the waves delivered strangers, the land said, stay, teach, learn. And we all got a little taller for it. Yeah, exactly. Like that quiet nudge from strangers who washed up, stayed, and changed things without fanfare. The math checks out. One boat, 20 survivors, 50 locals. Ideas catch like wildfire. No proof needed, just taller mounds, sharper tools, stories that echo. What if every pyramid, every bell, carries a whisper from someone who never meant to arrive? Last time, storms crashed strangers ashore. But not every trip ends in splinters. After weeks adrift, the salt-cracked deck was a prison of splintered hopes. Then, not a storm, but a whisper of green on the horizon. Land, the lookout croaked. Fresh water, food. They stumbled ashore, half-starved and wary, expecting spears. Instead, they found open hands. The island was larger, more vibrant than they could have imagined. And so the stories began to move. He learned the rhythm of the village, the morning grind of maize, the evening stories by the fire. A woman, her laugh like flowing water, showed him the right stones to use. In return, he taught her people to read the stars for navigation, a skill they'd never needed. They sat by the fire longer each night. Soon a child, dark hair, eyes like his, skin like hers, cried under the palms. The lines blurred. The ship's carpenter, a man who only knew the language of wood and waves, found himself carving toys for children who were not his own, but became his. Roots grew instead of anchors. And it goes both ways. The chief gathered the circle. An elder spoke of tradition, of the dangers of the outside world, his voice a low rumble of caution. The ocean gives, but it also takes. Why seek what we do not know? But the young hunter, his eyes bright with a new kind of fire, countered. Their world is vast, their tools are clever. To ignore them is to choose to be blind. We learn, or we are left behind. The council listened, weighing curiosity over fear. They chose for themselves, no force, just a people who wanted more than their own shore. The ship, when it finally left, was a new thing entirely. Its mast, once a single foreign pine, was now braced with the island's iron-hard timber. The sails, a patchwork of weathered canvas and tightly woven palm fiber, billowed in the wind, a testament to two worlds stitched into one. Locals lined the beach, waving. The young hunter waved back once, then turned to the horizon. Months later, it returned. The hunter stepped off first, taller, his arms full of not just shells, but a compass. Not just a bone knife, but the knowledge of forging metal. He told stories of cities with more people than all the trees on their island. And behind him, the stranger's child, now walking, chattered in a mix of two tongues, a living bridge between the shore and the sea. The mix deepened, unstoppable. History remembers the conquerors, the banners planted on foreign soil. But what of the quiet handshakes, the shared fires? The bloodlines that mingled not in violence, but in welcome. These are the forgotten currents of our past. What if those quiet swaps still echo in every pyramid, every bell, every story we tell? It's the history written not in blood, but in the slow, steady weaving of human connection. Stay tuned. This series is just getting started. Hit subscribe, drop a like if it hit you, and we'll dive deeper next time. Last time, strangers anchored for water, and stayed. This one's about metal, pure, cold, traded far. Native miners hammered it first, but the know-how, that hopped trails, coasts, rivers, not hauled by boats, just carried in heads. And once it spread, everything sharpened. Picture this, 6,000 years ago, up near Lake Superior, Isle Royale, Keweenaw Peninsula. Shallow pits dot the ridges, like scars in the rock. No metal chisels, no wheels, just fire to crack bedrock, then hammerstones. Big ones, rounded cobbles, some 20 pounds. Crews, families, seasonal, beat out nuggets of 99% pure copper. Here's what those hammers look like now. Worn smooth, piled high from endless strikes. And the raw stuff? Nuggets like these, twisted, veined, ready to shape. They cold hammered it, no fire needed. Fold, pound, anneal by heating slow. All spears, knives, thin, sharp, no rust. Check these points. Sleek, leaf-shaped, found hundreds of miles south. But it wasn't just tools, they traded. Down the Mississippi watershed, paddles dipping, canoes heavy, around the Gulf, island hopping to Florida, Louisiana. Then Mexico, even whispers to South America, copper bells in tombs, axes in ruins. Not ships, just chains of traders, each leg adding a twist. Maps show it. Rivers like highways, linking Great Lakes to south. And here's the real evolution. Knowledge. One trader says, heat it red, cool it quick, doesn't crack. Another, twist the wire for hooks, add beads. No blueprints, just demos by firelight. A miner shows a better strike angle. A smith learns to etch feathers. Ideas drift, like pollen on wind. No big invasion, no foreign crews, just people meeting at trade hubs, swapping stories. Your knife's sharper. How? Watch. A generation's on, the copper's everywhere, from Wisconsin to Ohio, even New England. But the tricks? Baked in, better edges, fancier shapes, quiet upgrades. So yeah, before ships crossed oceans, before anyone discovered anything, metal moved, not in crates, in hands. One pit, one demo, one trade, and the whole continent sharpened. What if every spear tip still holds a lesson from someone who traded, not conquered? Stay tuned. Next up, pyramids that look too alike. Coincidence or drift? Hit subscribe, drop a like, and we'll keep going.
I'm Oso.
I'm Osa.
We hope you enjoyed this.
Have a blessed day.